Let me start with something most new BPO founders don't even realize in the beginning. When they decide to start a BPO, the first question they ask is, what services should I offer? And then they start listing things like customer support, data entry, data processing, sales, or back office, whatever sounds easy or common in the industry. But here is the real problem. Services are not decided by you, they are decided by the client. So if you're planning to start a BPO, watch this video till the end because the last point will help you avoid very common mistakes that push founders towards wrong clients and unnecessary pressure. By the way, if you're new to this channel, my name is Ameya and we help companies through consultation in client acquisition and business operations. Now let's talk about the biggest mistake founders make at the start. See, most people choose services based on what they think is easy or what others are doing or what they have heard online. But clients don't care about your preferences. They come with a specific problem and they're looking for someone who can solve that exact problem. For example, if any particular client is looking for a technical support and that is their main pain point, you cannot pitch them customer support and expect them to agree. If they need collections or sales, offering chat support won't make any sense. This mismatch is where most conversations fail even before they begin. Now let's understand the right approach here. Instead of starting with services, you should start with the client. Who are you targeting? What kind of business are they running? What part of business operations is creating pressure for them? Once you understand their pain points clearly, your services becomes obvious. You're not in the business of offering random services. You are in the business of solving specific operational problems. When you think like this, your communication becomes clearer and clients understand you faster. Now let's simplify the type of services here. Most BPO services fall into two broad categories, voice and non-voice. Voice services indulge things like debt collection, inbound sales, outbound sales, and technical support. These require strong communication, training, and real-time interaction. Non-voice services, on the other hand, include chat support, data processing, data mining, accounting, or other back-office services. These are more process-driven and easier to structure if you're starting small. See, you don't need to offer everything. You need to choose what fits your capability and the client's requirement. Hey, by the way, quick pause here. If this is helping you think clearly about how to choose your first BPO service, subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps in reaching more founders who want to build their first business with clarity instead of confusion. Now, let's continue. So what happens when you choose a wrong service? You start building a team without real demand. You invest in setup without direction. And then you feel pressure to get any client just to recover the cost. That's when founders start chasing brokers or shortcuts, not because they want to, but because they are stuck somewhere. See, one wrong decision at the start creates months of stress later. So now let's come to the most important part here, what you should actually do. Start with one type of client, understand their workflow in detail. Identify one clear problem they are facing, then build your service around that problem. For example, if a staffing company is struggling with a resume screening, that can become your service. An e-commerce business is struggling with customer queries, that becomes your service too. When your service is built around a real need, your positioning becomes clear and your chances of getting clients improve naturally. Hey, by the way, if you need any help in international client acquisition, business development, marketing or sales, you can reach out to me. My contact details are mentioned on the screen. So your first BPO service should not come from assumptions. It should come from real demand. The founders who understand this early move forward with clarity and confidence. The rest keep changing direction and struggling to find the right fit. In this video, I will take you a leave and I will see you in the next one.